I woke up this morning, and before I woke up, I was having a weird dream, tossing and turning, and I woke up and my hand was literally on my erect pee, and it was actually just so weird. I was like this close to masturbating. It's actually crazy, but I managed to slap myself in the face and just get up and shake it off. This hasn't happened in a while. I usually have such a strong conviction to avoid, all these weird dreams and that occur. And it happens to all of us. We are all human beings. We all face weird stuff like this. I'm just a mere human. I don't know why people expect me to be this stoic person that's just got everything planned out. But guys, as you can see from the title, Fast Track Your Fitness. This is a no bullshit guide. Before I start this video, I just want to tell you that do not click off this video. I know this sounds cliche. Don't read the comments. Don't be going on another app like Instagram. Don't be playing games while you're watching this. Don't read something else while you're watching. Don't leave this in the background. Stare into my eyes as you're watching this video. And this will actually improve your dopamine. I truly do believe that a lot of people have their dopamines ruined, and it's because of social media and just so many things that are just stopping you from improving your dopamine. That's the reason I don't really like editing videos, because I know creating short form videos will actually ruin your attention, and your attention is the most valuable thing that you have. So just dedicate 1 hour, 2 hours to watching this video and watch it from start to beginning. Don't skip, don't go straight to the end where I'll leave, the most important information. Try to just watch the video in the full entirety, and I truly do believe that it will give you value, mind my words, and you will actually learn a lot from it, because I'm sharing information that I've synthesized. Synthesized just means I've, been through 10 years of experience in the fitness industry, and I am just sharing all this information from all the books I've read, from all the experience I've had, all the people I've met, all the football sessions, basketball sessions, you name it, rowing, all the events I've had, I've just literally put into 1 hour. So that's why I truly want you to actually pay attention. I don't want you to just watch this video and mindlessly, and then you leave this video and you haven't learned anything, because that would just be like a waste of your time. So right now, if you're watching this video, put the video on full screen. If you're watching on your TV, fantastic. And actually pay attention to everything I say in this video. I'll try to be as quick as possible, so I'm not wasting too much time on things that are not valuable. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, what I can vouch for you is that this will be the only video you'll ever need to watch on fitness again. Obviously, when it comes to workouts and form, you can go do that on your own accord. When it comes to your health and fitness, you will have a very good understanding on what you need to do to improve your health in the near future. So with no further ado, let's get straight into this. So firstly, I think the first step is step 0. And this isn't really a step. This is just something that without this, you can't even start your fitness journey. And I truly do believe that if you can conquer this first step, which is your mind, you will be able to conquer anything. Your desired body, that six-pack that you've always wanted, the calf muscles, the veins, etc. If you can conquer this step, the world will be your oyster. So I know it's a bit cliche and you've probably heard it several times, but this is true, that if you can conquer step 0, you'll be able to do anything. So firstly, I truly do believe that belief and envisioning your desired body is the most important part. And I kind of wrote a lot about belief. And, belief is having the full emotional conviction that your thought will happen. And an example of this could be, the more afraid emotionally you are that something bad is about to happen, the more likely it will happen. And if you flip this around for the positive aspects, and you get excited about something that's about to happen, despite the fact that things aren't going well, then you will get the same result. Good things will happen to you. So let's say, for example, you are fat. I don't want to like, you know what? Sometimes it's good to hurt your ego, because I know so many people that are fat and they have so much confidence. And this could be the limiting aspect. They don't have a father figure. They don't have someone that can just tell them straight out, like, bro, you're actually fucking fat. Like, you need to pattern up. You need to fix your life. What's going on? Like, fix up. Like, what's going on, bro? You want your kids to be the same weight as you. Like, you're literally gonna die early. Like, let that seep in. Do you know how crazy that is? The fact that, like, at any moment you could just be sent to the hospital. At any moment, any given time. That's crazy. That bewilders me. This is the main reason why I never wanted to get fat. Now, I'm not trying to, like, put you down or anything, but sometimes hearing these things will actually wake you up and be like, you know what, let me lock in. Like, how do you feel knowing that when you're around your friends, they get thoughts like, bro, this guy is so fat. I don't want to be out. Like, I don't want to be out with this guy right now. Because imagine what people are thinking that I'm around this guy. Like, if someone comes to like pressure us, I'm gonna have to run away, and it's sad that, like, he's gonna be left behind. Like, that is so crazy. So if you are fat right now, don't feel bad about it. Have the emotional conviction, have the belief that you have your desired body already. Believe the positive things. Don't believe or fixate on the negative things. What I said previously was just to wake you up, was just to make you feel as though you can achieve what you need to achieve. Yeah, it hurts to hear it. It hurts to hear that someone is just literally telling you that you are fat. Now, I'm not fat shaming, but what I'm doing is I'm waking you up to the true reality of what your life is currently at. Now, if you're skinny, you probably need you probably need to put on weight. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what state you're in. It's more about your belief. If you believe that you are fat, and obviously physically, if you do look fat, then obviously you will resonate with that. You will resonate with whatever you believe, whatever your subconscious mind believes in. I know this is a lot of like metaphysical information, but whatever your subconscious mind believes in, that is usually what it will construct in reality. So if you've been raised around people or your family that always tell you, oh, you're fat, like, oh, you need to stop eating junk food, like, they just pester you, or they blame you, or like, why you're always eating, you're gonna be fat someday, oh, you're this and that, stop eating junk food, you're gonna get fat, like, or they just keep inserting negativity into you. Eventually your subconscious mind will believe that this is what your true reality is, and then eventually you'll become this thing. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to insert positive mindsets into your belief system so that you can change your mindset from I am fat, I'm a loser, I'm this, I'm that, all the negative words, into believing that I am a healthy young man. I have my desired body. I have a six-pack. I am toned. The more you keep believing in these things and you keep telling yourself, firstly, just expect that a lot of bad things will come your way. There'll be times where, you sleep late at night even though you need to go to the gym in the morning. And then now that will be a reason, an excuse for you to not go to the gym. The world only makes things easier for you when you make it easier for yourself. But first, before you change your reality, before you change your mindset, let's say you're so fixated on the negative, before anything can change to positivity, so let's say you're fat and you want to become slim, before you can achieve this state, the physical state of being slim, you have to literally almost just be comfortable in the fact that you're slim. Like you almost have to believe it to a point that like it's normal, just as normal as it is for you to breathe, just as normal as it is for you to blink. It should be that normal. That's how subconsciously normal it should be for you. If you're fat, the positive aspects that are placed, or the positive beliefs that are in your mind, that you are already slim and you have your desired body, it should be as normal as blinking. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, oh, like, I don't believe this. Like, oh, this is stupid. I don't, like, what is all this spiritual talk? This is your brain fighting against your belief system. Your brain is literally fighting to tell you that, listen, I just want to stay the way I am. There is no hope for me. I'm already, like, I see what I see in the mirror. So this is what I am currently. The actions you put in without changing your belief systems, you will remain the same for the rest of your life. If you can't change your belief systems first, whether you go to the gym for the next month, you will still remain the same. And I've seen this from countless people, so many people. They don't change their belief systems. They try to just put in the action so they can get a quick desired fix, so they can just lose a few pounds so they can fit into their dress, or fit into a certain clothing, or fit into that suit just to make them look good for that event. And then boom, bam, they get back to where they were again, or even worse, because they don't see anything changing. They're stagnant. So until you change your belief system, like literally, even if it means you have to rewatch step 0 again, until you change your system, your belief systems, you will remain the same. Now you've probably clicked away, so I just want to reinforce, like right now, if you've clicked away, if you're scrolling through, I don't have any comments, but if you're like scrolling through YouTube, the homepage, if you're on like Instagram watching people's stories, if you're doing something right now, just dedicate the time to watch this video. Stare into my eyes. Look at me whilst I'm talking. Put on the subtitles if you have to, and read as you're watching. Just try to remain focused. As you remain focused, you will be able to take all the information a lot better. So, I want you to start visualizing. Now, I'm not speaking about visualizing like all these spiritual guys, all these guys that are telling you, oh, if you start manifesting, oh, you gotta visualize and manifest. Like, yeah, like manifest is a word, and it's a word, and a lot of people are doing it. Like I said, going back to the belief system, if you can't believe that you can achieve something through this specific route, you won't achieve it, guys. Anything is possible. Literally anything is possible. God makes everything possible. But the minute you don't believe, the minute you stop yourself from believing anything is possible, you've literally just told yourself, you've told your subconscious that for me, just for me, out of every 7 billion person in the world, just for me, not everything is possible. The minute you tell yourself, the minute you speak any form of negativity against achieving, or you can achieve, you've literally just programmed yourself. to believe that nothing is possible for me. Now, I don't know about you, but I would never want to be in a state of disbelief for something that is good for me. I would never want to not believe that I can achieve success. I would never want to not believe that I can not attain my fitness body. I would never want that. I would never want you. I would never want my family. I would never want my environment. But sadly, a lot of people are programmed to believe that if I do not work a 9-to-5 job, if I do not do this and that the way that everyone else is doing it, if I do not, attempt to go to the gym, then I won't achieve my desired body. Then I won't achieve this desired job. I know we're not talking about jobs, but I'm just giving an example. So the minute you change your belief system, that's when you can achieve it. So going back to visualization, if you can envision the thing that you want, if you can envision that six-pack, if you literally go on Google Images and type in six-pack, and you look at all these different people's six-packs, you will, and then if you could just visualize having this, believe that this thing, this six-pack, the pecs, the abs, the triceps, the biceps, the traps, the quads, if you just believe that you can have this, the V-line on your, like, if you can just believe you can achieve this thing, what is stopping you from achieving it? If you believe it, the action will be so much easier. Now, I'm not saying, oh, you don't need to take action, just sleep every single day and, everything will be fine. Like, don't be a stupid loser. Of course, you need to put in action. But the action is not the important part. There are people, and there's been surveys and studies, there are people that have literally just believed that they will achieve their desired body with no action taken. And there are other people that they weren't told to believe that they will achieve their desired body, and they took the action. And within 6 months, the people that actually believed that they would achieve their desired body, and the people that took the action, the people that didn't take the action but they believed, they actually got their desired body, or they were at least closer to it than the people that actually took action. You know how crazy that is? And you can go do your own research if you don't believe me. But it's phenomenal how powerful the mind is. The mind is so powerful. And when you can start educating yourself about the mind, educating yourself about spirituality, educating yourself about your belief system and metaphysics, I truly do believe that your whole life will change. Forget about your fitness. Okay, guys. So I want you to envision the six-pack. Envision the veins on your forearms. Envision the triceps. Envision the biceps, the calf muscle, the veins on the calf muscle, the quads, the triceps, once again, the lean body, the clear skin, your back. Envision it being sculpted the way you want it to be. The closer you can envision what you desire your body to look like, the more likely it is to happen. But the only way you can achieve this is if you have the emotional conviction. So emotional conviction just means the feeling that you get with the thought to achieving or attaining this thing. So if you're watching these six-packs on Google Images, if you're visualizing it by closing your eyes and actually like illustrating these things in your mind, how you feel about these things, or how you feel about you having these or possessing these things, will be the determining factor towards whether you get it or whether you don't get it. I'm gonna let that marinate. How you feel about attaining or achieving that desired body, that six-pack, those veins, the feeling, plus the thought. But it's not just the feeling, it's the positive feeling. It's the heightened feeling. The way you would feel if you just won the lottery. You would be ecstatic. If someone bought you a Bugatti and they surprised you, the feeling you would get if you literally walked into your house, it was your birthday, and you had a surprise birthday party. That shock, that feeling of excitement, the feeling you would feel if you were sharing love with your partner, or if you had love for someone, maybe proposing to her and she said yes, and then you hugged her. Love is the highest frequency. Shout out to Nero Knowledge for all that information, because he's really been putting me on. But love is the highest frequency, and this is an association with God. So if you have or possess the highest frequency as an emotional conviction, what do you think is going to happen when you put in that action? When you get these thoughts? What do you think is going to happen? You will achieve that body, guys. It's not rocket science. You will achieve the body because you believe it's going to happen. You're more inclined to accessing it. Now, this won't make sense in the beginning stages. You're going to struggle. The world won't make it easy for you because you've already attained the mindset of disbelief. You've already attained the mindset that I can't achieve it. Your environment traps you. You'll watch this video today and tomorrow you'll completely forget about everything I've said, and then you'll go back to being miserable, having negative thoughts, not wanting to believe that you can achieve your desired body, not wanting to believe that you can have a life of success and be attractive, have the clear skin. Like, what is it truly that you desire? Most people desire to have a nice body, nice skin. You know, wealth can come with it. But at the end of the day, like, you can't achieve none of these things, or at least maintain these things, if firstly you don't believe that you can achieve these things. Every single successful person, take David Goggins for an example. He is probably the most disciplined man on earth. He ran across America in literally 60 days or something like that. From New York to like North Carolina, or North Carolina to New York. He literally ran, and he said he would, or 30 days. He said he would literally take no breaks, no day. There would be no day he would take a break. Everyone thought he wouldn't achieve it, but he believed he would achieve it, and he did. Do you know how crazy that is? You wouldn't be able to fathom, understand, believe the amount of constraint he must have went through, but he believed the entirety of the course, and with that belief he achieved what he wanted. People didn't believe in Jeff Bezos when he started Amazon, but he maintained his emotional conviction, he maintained his mental state of belief, and eventually it became a success. Where are those people that didn't believe in him before? These are just a few examples of people that didn't believe in certain people, and now they've achieved what they want. Don't be like the people that disbelieve. Don't be a disbeliever. when you walk past people that have the body that you desire, be grateful for them, bless them in your heart. Say, wow, God bless this person for the discipline that they've put in, the belief that they would achieve that body. I am grateful for that person achieving that body. Don't have any negative thoughts. Don't be jealous. Most of the time, a lot of like the things that you want in life, you're being stopped or you're being limited because you're jealous about someone having something that you want. You're like, oh, why does this person have that desired body? I bet they were born in a silver spoon family and their parents probably bought them a personal trainer, and or this person's so lucky. He was so lucky to just get good genes. Oh, good genes. Meanwhile, this person was probably a scrawny guy, and he had to go through a lot of suffering in life that developed his discipline. He probably failed so many times, but then he believed every single day that he would achieve that body that he desired, and then he achieved it. And now you only see the final result of what he looks like. So for you to be jealous of the person that has your desired body is shameful. And that's why, you know, people that are jealous or envy other people when they are successful, they deserve to suffer. They deserve to be fat. They deserve to be poor. Because these people don't, you know, they don't give out love. They give out hate. So in return, they get hate. In return, they get a bad life, a bad rep. Not saying that, you know, God is a pleaser of man, but at the end of the day, what you give out in the world is what you will get back. If you give out to the world that you are this friendly, fit person that loves to go to the gym, and you always talk about going to the gym, or you always talk about your health and your fitness, eventually the world will bring you the result of a fit life, a healthy life, healthy friends, people that are fit. And yeah, occasionally you will be surrounded by people that are demoralized and hopeless. But how you treat those people as well will re-inspire your subconscious to change its beliefs in what it already has. You have to change your subconscious mind. Don't let someone else control your subconscious mind. You have to take control of it. The next thing on mind is actually doubt. Doubt is something that a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people doubt that they can achieve anything. A lot of people doubt a lot of things in life. And it's quite sad, to be honest, because even myself, I have doubted so many things in life. I have doubted so many people. But the minute you start removing doubt from your mind, in any situation, I remember I used to always say, oh, I doubt it. Like, that used to be my favorite word or key phrase. I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt I'll be able to do that. I doubt. Like, I used to say that, like, all the time. But now I say, we can do this. I can do this. I can achieve this. I will achieve this. I am this. I believe I can do this. I have faith I can do this. When you change your words, your subconscious mind starts to adopt a new mindset. And like I said, when you try to get out of your previous mindset or belief system, just expect that it won't be easy for you. I'm not going to blame the devil and say, oh yeah, the devil's trying to fight against you. What I will say though, is that the world is testing you. The world is testing you to see, can this person really overcome that mindset? Can they overcome the previous mindset? Or will he go back to how he used to think? That's a very difficult one. Having doubt, removing doubt is a very difficult one, especially when everything is going wrong in your life. then it's almost impossible. But nothing is impossible. So doubt. The minute you doubt or get any thoughts like, what's the point? Or I'm too fat, nothing's gonna change. And even worse, it's gonna take too long. Those thoughts will stick and you will remain the same. So remember to always change your thought patterns. And when you do get negative thoughts, don't beat yourself down about it. If a negative thought occurs in your mind, just think of it as a natural thing. Let it seep in and be grateful for that thought and re-inspire yourself. Say the opposite of the negative thought. Remind yourself that you are grateful for who you are. If you get a negative thought that I'm still fat, tell yourself, nah, fuck that. I'm toned, I'm strong, I'm lean. I have my desired body, I have a six-pack. Re-inspire yourself. When you implant a positive thought after a negative thought, sometimes you just need to take a deep breath, because maybe your brain is overworking itself. Maybe you're going through a challenge in life and your mental state is in a bad place. And this happens to all of us. We all get negative thoughts in our mind sometimes. Just re-inspire yourself. Be like, nah, fuck that. I'm rich. Laugh. Force yourself to laugh. Go listen to something funny. A lot of people say that music can actually change the way you feel. Now, don't be listening to no degenerate music, like, drill songs and stuff like that. Like, about people killing each other. But, like, listen to inspiring stuff. Listen to inspiring songs. Because you want to go through an experience where your mind is in full belief of everything that you can achieve. You want to be in a state of full belief in all the things that you want to achieve. You want to achieve that six-pack, you have to have full belief that you can achieve that six-pack. You need to remind yourself mentally, the thoughts, your words, and then you have to have the emotional conviction. You have to have that joy when you tell yourself, I have that six-pack. I'm not gonna lie, if you don't tell yourself with full emotional conviction, it's pretty much pointless. And this is why a lot of people aren't able to actually see their desired body, the six-pack, the abs, the chest, the core muscles, the V-line on your waist, your back, your lower back. Pause. This is the reason. The reason is because they don't have the emotional conviction. They don't believe emotionally that they will achieve this thing. Something subconsciously is telling them, but this isn't true. This isn't real. I can see myself in the mirror. Guys, the mirror will not smile before you smile. The mirror will never smile before you smile. So, mind, gratitude. Remain grateful for the body you created already, and thank the world for giving you another chance. So remember what I was saying about being grateful for what you already possess. Be grateful that at least you've been given another opportunity to reprogram your mind for positivity, for positive thoughts. Be grateful that you have another opportunity to change your environment. Every day is a new day to change what happened yesterday. Be grateful. Tell God that you're happy about the life He's given you. Tell God that you're happy about what He's doing for you. If you can't show gratitude, if you keep possessing hate or hatred in your heart for yourself or other people, hatred and worry and problems and stress and anxiety and all the worst things you can think of will come your way, and it will come fast. This is because gratitude almost unloads this negativity. The more you're grateful, your heart starts to unload. You actually start feeling better because you know that your life is in a better place than it was before you had all this negativity. And there are some times where it's really difficult to be grateful, but those are the times you need to be grateful the most. When things are hardest, that's when you need to be positive the most. When someone's pissing you off, if you react negatively, if you react negatively to that person being negative to you, so if you start swearing or cursing or getting agitated, that's just reinforcing to your subconscious mind that you won't achieve this. So if someone tells you you're fat and they keep repeating it to you, if you react to that, you're reinforcing in your subconscious mind that I am fat and I get agitated about this. And then now you start worrying about it. Now you can't stop thinking about it. But if you don't react and you just keep implanting positive thoughts in your mind, eventually that person will go away and you won't be affected. In fact, the world will start manifesting in your favor. You will actually start being presented with opportunities to improve your fitness. You'll be more motivated to go to the gym, to go out for a walk, to eat healthier. The actions do not supersede the belief. Always remember this. If you do not believe something is achievable, the action will never grant you what you need. People that work in jobs that they dislike, they never become successful because they don't enjoy the job. They don't believe that this job will make them successful. So in return, they never become successful. They never attain, or they never have enough. I never have enough money, they tell themselves. I have so many bills to pay, they tell themselves. I'm so worried, oh, my family needs me and they're suffering and I need to be, and it's just so much negativity and it's just piling on them. Instead of them having that belief that momentarily I will work here, but I believe that I will achieve so much success, there will be opportunities open for me. And opportunities will open for them. It's just that little tiny change in thought process that can literally change your life. Just a tiny change in mind process. Because it's not that hard. You don't get the negative thoughts 24/7. Let's be real. It's only momentarily. The more you can become more self-aware of these thoughts occurring, the more likely you are to change those mindsets. Start being more self-aware. Start being more present in the moment. Start doing deep breaths. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's difficult to explain something to someone that hasn't experienced it yet. If something doesn't make sense to you, start researching it more. Start learning more about it. Start taking action in that thing. If you know that a negative mindset is your biggest problem, now I'm not saying make it important. Like, don't make anything important because then it will start coming towards you more. So don't fixate on the negative. Don't try to change a negative, like, don't fixate on a negative. Don't make a negative thing important in your life because then more negative things will come to you. But fixate on the positive things. Fixate on the things that will help you. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, then basically just stay positive. Think happy thoughts. That's the easiest way to alleviate all your problems. If you're going through a problem, think happy thoughts. Think of the positive things in your life. Think of something exciting. Think of something that makes you smile. Watch something that makes you smile. Listen to something that makes you smile. Or at least happy. Maybe your environment is too toxic. Maybe you have people around you that are just too toxic, they're too negative, And this is the reason why you keep worrying and stressing and having anxiety. And this is the reason you can't achieve your desired body, because you feel so succumb every single day by the world, rather than being the one to succumb the world. For every negative thing, always flip it around for a positive thought, experience, action. Always flip negative around and just do the positive things. Fixate on the positive. If you can literally just fixate on the positive things in your life, that will be the biggest cornerstone. That will be the biggest change you will ever make to your life. So I just have a few more notes on mind. I feel like I've spoken about mind for so long and can be a bit difficult to understand about the mind, because the mind is so important and there's so much things to learn. Even scientists don't even really know everything about the mind, and it is quite sad. God's plan. No. Alright guys, so the environment. Your environment is so important to your mind. The content you watch can be so toxic. Now we're on YouTube currently, and you're probably watching or was watching or is about to watch something that is toxic. All these dating shows, all these conspiracy theory videos talking about celebrities and how they did that and how they worship the devil, and they do these things and they're sacrificing people. Guys, I went through this, and that is a trap. Anything that, like I said previously, anything that's negative and that's consuming you negatively, run away from it. Run away from it, because it's just going to make you feel worse. You'll feel more depleted. It will take your energy. It will sap you. There's no point. There's literally no point of listening to toxic things, watching toxic things, watching things that are not actually bringing you your desired reality or your desired outcome or your desired body. There's literally no point, guys. What's the point of gathering information on things that aren't going to help you or your family or your future? 0 point. 0 point. Your environment is so important. Start to be around people or friends that are on their self-improvement journey rather than the degenerate friends. So if you have friends that like to club every week and they like to go drink alcohol and get smashed and take drugs every single weekend, and you know that this isn't really my path, or you just want to improve your life and you want to get away from this, start removing these type of people away slowly. And if you have to, something that Hamza recommended in a previous video, Hamza's like a self-improvement YouTuber, and he was probably like one of the best YouTubers in the self-improvement niche. And something he said is, write like a short paragraph saying how grateful you are for these people, this person or these people. Let's say it's a Discord chat, it could be anything, WhatsApp, and that these people are just living degenerate lives. Then tell them you're grateful for the experiences you have had with them, and that you would like to stop going, you just want to quit and stop doing these things, and that you're trying to focus on something like a big project that's coming up, and you just want to be locked in and focused. And then leave that chat. Leave the chat. Stop, responding. Or I'm not gonna lie, not responding is probably not gonna help you. Still be there for your friends. If your friends call you, pick up the phone. But if you get invited, say you're busy. Say you're doing something. I'm working on something. I'm busy. Eventually, they will stop inviting you to these things. I know this sounds heartless, but at the end of the day, when you're 30, 40 years old and you have kids, and you have a family, and you literally spent your last 30, 40 years being a degenerate, and now you have nothing to show for yourself. You're fat, you're a loser, you're poor. You have nothing to show for yourself, and you're probably still going to be clubbing, you're still going to be going out to drink, still going to be gaming, still going to be doing things that, you know, kids are doing. And your kids are watching this. How do you think they will feel looking up to you, staring into your eyes, gazing into your eyes, looking at their dad, a loser, always getting into arguments with his wife? His wife doesn't even appreciate him. You can't even last long in bed because you're fat. You've ruined your health. You got so much microplastics in your ball. You don't research or educate yourself about your health. You're the type of person that I've literally told you, keep your phone away from your pocket, because there's radioactivity and this can actually cause you to be infertile, but you still keep your phone in your pocket. Like, so many things to learn from. So don't be the type of person to be a loser. Wake up to reality. It's not going to be easy. You will fail, you will drop, you will not succeed at certain things, but what's worth it in the long run? You at least taking the action and getting better, or literally just not giving a fuck and just being a full-time degenerate. And then in the future, you realize that life is not as easy as you thought it would be. It would probably be better to take action, to be able to achieve success, retire your parents, travel the world, be around people that are similar-minded like you, achieve your desired body, have a six-pack, have that lovely body aesthetically. But if you surround yourself around friends that aren't going to attain you this, then what's the point? You know those loser friends that aren't going to achieve you that body. They literally masturbate every single day, every night, to hentai. Like, they've literally got cum stains in their socks every single night. And they don't even wash their socks. They wake up in the morning and they go outside. And now they've probably got like some stain on their hand and they're shaking your hand. Or they serve you a drink and they've literally got some cum stain on their drink. Probably got some poo stains in their pants. These are the type of friends that you probably have around you. And until you start removing them away from your life, you will remain stagnant. You will remain like them. They don't want you to become better than them. But they also don't care if you leave their social circle. They will just continue partying. They will continue gaming. They will continue doing what they need to do. You will probably be the talk for like a couple days, and then you're completely irrelevant after you've left that social circle. Keep your room, your house, keep your room, your house, and your body tidy. Your clothes, etc. Everything in your environment should be clean and tidy. If you're a man, then you know that this is one of the hardest. Like, unless you've been raised in a family that's like super clean and like they're just super clean freaks and they have OCD, as a man, or especially a boy, a teenager, it's so difficult to keep clean, especially when you have like 101,000 million things going on in the world around you. But the cleaner your environment is, the cleaner your room is, the cleaner your body is, it just does something to your subconscious mind that just allows it to process information a lot better. That just allows it to think faster, to just be more rapid, quick. You're just so much more wittier, funnier. You just look better. Your body feels better. That six-pack just comes out better. Those veins on your arm just comes out better. I know I've been like talking about so many other things in this, but I think truly, like, if you attain better success in your like finances, if you have a better family, social circle, if all these things will improve your mental health, will improve your mind. And then if your mind is in a better place, when you believe that you can achieve this six-pack that you want to attain, it will become instant. It will happen so suddenly. So that's why I'm speaking about all these other segments in life. I'm not like off topic. These are all on topic. Because the minute you can fix your brain, your mind, your environment, your friends, your family, the minute you can fix yourself and how you think and how you respond, achieving that desired body will be so easy. Being disciplined will become easier. Going to the gym every single day, you have a chance to meal prepping, making the foods that will give you that desired body. Think about it like this. When you, and this is something that Hamza said as well, and I think his video previously that he made is so phenomenal. He actually says, if you can treat yourself with things that are not going to help you, then you're actually, it's not treating yourself, you're doing yourself harm. The treat is going to the gym, the treat is drinking water, the treat is meal prepping, the treat is socializing with friends, outside, doing stuff, exploring new cities, new towns, rock climbing. The treat is doing the things that will actually bring you a return of investment. The treat is not like eating sugary foods, processed foods, junk food. The treat is not going out with your friends to drink alcohol and smoke weed, and like, that's not a treat. You're killing yourself. Because if these things were treats, if like masturbation would be a treat, then like, you know, going to have intercourse with a prostitute would be treating yourself. And these are like the most degenerate things. I'm aware of this. But like, if that was truly treating yourself, these would also be treating yourselves. And you know that doing these things are immoral. So think about what you're treating yourself with. Because the treat should be going to the gym. The treat should be making that smoothie in the morning. The treat should be going out for walks. The treat should be meditating, deep breathing. These should be your treats. These should be your rewards, your incentives. Drinking water, taking your supplements. These should be treats. These should be things that are like a treat. Drinking alcohol, vaping, taking cigarettes, going out to be degenerate with friends, having intercourse with many women that you don't even know. All these things are not treats. These are actually killing your soul, your spirit, your mind. They're ruining your future and yourself now. And when you look back at these things, you won't be happy that you went through these experiences. You won't be happy. You'll be happy for the experiences that you had with the social connections that you had with the people that you were around in the heightened experiences, but you won't be happy taking the actual thing or doing the actual thing. He said something more vulgar, but I can't really remember. He represented this as another way of treating yourself, but I just can't remember. And it was like really bad. It was like a bad thing, but that a lot of people do to treat themselves. And these aren't a way of treating yourself. This is not an incentive. The incentive is going to the gym. The incentive is getting that, you know, desired body. The incentive is sweating, going to the sauna, getting a massage. These are incentives. These are things that will actually bring you a return of investment. You'll feel way better for doing these things. You will look way better for doing these things. You'll attract a lot of better people around you for doing these things. So these are the incentive. So just take that into perspective. Do the hard work earlier in the day when your mind is sharpest, and avoid eating heavy as it will make you tired or lethargic. Now, if you're like me, the minute I eat anything, anything, I literally become like a mammoth. I'm like the laziest guy you will ever meet after I've eaten a heavy meal. And I don't know why, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just part of me. And that's why I prefer, especially now, like I'm making this video in the morning, I haven't eaten anything, and my mind is usually sharpest. I have so much energy, like I could literally go run around my house right now if I had to. This is the reason I have so much energy to talk right now, because I haven't eaten. But the minute I put something into my stomach, pause, that is the time where I start actually lacking motivation. I start becoming tired. I start becoming dormant. I don't want to do anything. I'll go gym later. I'll go do that later. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll work on that thing later. I'll do my assignment later. But when I haven't eaten, I have so much energy. Now, I don't know. Everyone's different. Some people eat and they get so much energy. It depends on what you're eating as well. If I eat a banana right now, it's not like I'm going to be full. But like I said explicitly, if you're eating a lot, then eventually you're just going to become lethargic. You're going to be tired. And that's why it's so important. Once again, I don't know, I'm quoting Hamza a lot today, but eat the frog. Do the hardest work in the morning. Eat the frog just means, like, you know, if you had a meal, and let's say you had your favorite meal, and then on the side you had a frog, you would probably eat the frog first, so all the taste of the slime, etc. can get away, and that weird taste of the frog. You would eat the frog first, do the hard part first, the hardest part of the meal first, and then you would eat your meal so you can be satisfied with the taste after you've eaten. So your palate will be like satisfied. You'll feel good like after eating the nice meal. It's almost like you would eat your vegetables first and then eat your chicken and whatever, and then you would have dessert last. You wouldn't eat dessert first and then eat your main meal and then have your starter. Like, that's backwards. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So in the same aspect of doing that, it would be most important for you to wake up first thing in the morning, do all your hard work that you need to do for the day, and then progressively through the day you can start unwinding and doing less brain effort work less things that involve you using your brain. If you just do the hardest things in the morning, if you go to the gym, you do your fitness, you know, you work out, you sweat, you could even work on a project, work on your business. It just depends on what you're prioritizing. Some people are already rich and they don't need to do these things. And just to throw that out there, I am coaching people. So if you really want to be coached by me, and you know, you really want to attain your desired fitness or body, or you want to be educated on health, or you just want to be held accountable, then definitely DM me on Instagram. My name is Khadar, and I'll be happy to help you. So I do truly believe that eating the frog is probably the most important thing you can do, and you'll only be able to achieve this by eating the frog and actually doing the hard work in the first thing in the morning, and then you can move on to doing, you know, less harder work throughout the day, and you'll feel so much more satisfied by doing that because you know you've got the hardest work out of the way already. So it just kind of makes more sense. Okay, so not a necessary step, but there was a doctor on Stephen Bartlett's podcast, The Diary of a CEO, and his name is Dr. Daniel Amen, and he actually recommended that you should take ginkgo biloba. If you've known me for a while, you know I've probably been speaking about this a lot. I'm not gonna like recommend any supplements in this video because, you know, supplements just have like a bad rep, and I don't want to like someone takes this thing and then it doesn't work with their body and then I get in trouble for it, or they go by a placebo effect and it's not actually working and they're like, oh, this guy lied to me. So, you know, go do your own research when it comes to supplements, and also when you are buying supplements, make sure you're getting it from an ethical source. Make sure, you know, it's been approved, certified, etc., tested and peer reviewed or reviewed from other people, third party tested. And it's just so important to just do a lot of research. Usually the more money you spend on supplements, the better, higher quality the actual products will be. But yeah, just go do your own research when it comes to things like that. I don't want to be in any bad rep. So the supplement I recommended is ginkgo biloba, and it actually improves your focus, increases blood flow to the brain, and also reduces stress and anxiety. So guys, that is step 0. That was probably, I would easily say that was the hardest step out of everything. The rest of this video will be so much simpler. That was literally, if you can understand that step 0, the mind, improving your belief system, if you can just understand that step, you are 80% to your way of getting your desired body. Because that part is so important. If you don't have the right mindset, then just forget about it. Just forget about even trying to achieve your desired body. Forget about the 6-pack, forget about the abs, forget about toning your body, forget about bulking up, forget about everything. Because if you can't get your mind right, then you won't achieve nothing in life, to be honest. And even if you do achieve these things, you won't be able to maintain them, because you need to maintain your conviction, your emotional conviction that you deserve, and to deserve something, you need to obviously put in the action, but you need to believe that you can achieve this thing, or that you already have this thing, even if you don't have it already. This was something that took me a while to understand or fathom. But when I started understanding it, literally, like no word of a lie, I just started gaining or getting these things so much easier. I've noticed like a lot of my friends around me, they just tend to just give me things a lot more frequently. Anyone I meet, they just start giving me things. And I'm not someone to like say no to people, because there's something about like the law of accepting gifts. And if you stop accepting what people give you, because usually when people give you things, it's God, God is sending that person to give you this thing. And if you reject this thing, you're basically telling God, oh, I don't want you to give me things, so God will stop giving you things. There's a lot of people that have been raised in families that tell them, oh, don't receive gifts. Don't receive gifts from people, and they stop receiving gifts from people just because their parents told them to, and now they're literally stopping themselves from being blessed or being gifted, or they're literally telling the world, oh, don't give me things. I will go get what I need. Stop giving me things. And that is a mindset you need to break. That is a terrible mindset. So, step 1, health, your diet. Eat clean as much as possible. Follow the 80-20 rule. Cook your food, meal prep, weekly, organic, single foods. That's actually so important. I'm not going to brush past that. I think it's so important to eat clean as much as possible and follow the 80-20 rule. So 80% of your food should be clean, 20% leeway. Obviously, 100% clean food would be the best option, but having an 80-20 rule, especially if you're a beginner, is probably the most ideal way to... Bro, my whole digestive system's just like, I'm hiccuping, I'm getting a dry throat. I love this. Alright guys, so eat clean as much as possible. When I say eat clean, cook your food, meal prep weekly, and make sure that the foods you're making are organic and single foods. I'll give you an example of this. So if you're cooking food, let's say my favorite meal, everyone knows this if you know me, is literally sweet potatoes, olive oil, chicken, and broccoli and plantain. If you know me, those are literally just like, if I could just live with those 5 things, I'm chilling. Obviously, like with salt, pink Himalayan salt if possible, and black pepper. If I can just live with those things, I'm chilling. Just give me that and water. I'm calm. I don't need anything else but eggs in the morning and avocado. That's literally me. And if you can give me a smoothie as well. Yeah, I need some strawberries and bananas with some honey and water, and maybe a bit of some full-fat Greek yogurt. If you just give me those things, like, I can literally tell you the single ingredient to each thing that I eat. So unless you're able to list the things that you're eating, then you're probably not eating healthy food. If you're eating crisps, there's probably like 10, 20, 30 ingredients in those crisps. If you're eating just anything like in a packet or like just, it's just not good for you guys. And you know, you can say what you want to say. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't eat certain things that aren't like ideal. Like literally last week I went Wingstop and I also had Mr. Pretzels, which is some pretzels like covered in sugar, because I wanted to treat myself. And like I said, it's not really treating myself. I was pretty much just killing myself, but or like ruining my health. But I accepted that. I acknowledged that doing that was ruining my health, and I was happy to face the consequences with that, because you're not actually treating yourself if it's something that's ruining your health. So it's just like you've got to be honest with yourself. The more honest with yourself you can be, the more you can live without regret. I think that's very important. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, I think it's very important that you just cook single foods, eat organic foods as much as possible. When I say treat yourself, as in like just eat things that you love to eat. Very not, maybe rarely, occasionally. So like once every month or something like that. Like you've got to pass the point of craving where like literally I'm only eating this thing because I want to eat it, not because I desire or I'm craving it. So you've kind of got to pass that point of cravings. Like I can literally leave a chocolate bar on my table and I won't desire to eat it. But unless I want to eat it, like I'm literally just at this point forcing myself to just eat something sweet, then that's different. So I'm craving this thing every day. And have you noticed when you start eating sugar, you want more sugar? So that's probably why it's better to not like eat these processed foods. The more you eat processed foods, the more you desire to eat these things. So if you can stop yourself from doing this, get rid of the craving, discipline yourself to eat more organic cooked food, then you will actually start eating. You'll, desire to eat healthy foods. You'll desire to eat healthier foods. You won't crave I don't know what you guys eat, Snickers, Mars bar, the fruit punch, Magnums. Alright, so guys, eat more eggs. Eggs contain the most protein out of any other meat. Facts. Like I literally eat 7 eggs, and sometimes I go on like TikTok and I show people like my whole morning routine of my breakfast routine, and they're like, "Oh my days, 7 eggs, 7 eggs. Like, why are you eating 7 eggs? Oh, that's too much cholesterol. No." I'm just like, guys, don't be stupid. You literally eat egg. You literally eat frosted flakes in the morning. Frosties, crunchy nut with milk, semi skim milk. Like, please do not get on to me about food. If you're eating cornflakes, just don't even chat to me about food. Don't even think about chatting to me about food. If you're eating like Craves and like any form of cereal in the morning, just don't chat to me about breakfast, please, because you clearly don't know how to eat a healthy breakfast. So eliminate processed junk bullshit foods, and also reduce the seasonings. When I say reduce the seasonings, I don't mean like, oh, reduce seasonings that are like, I just mean like, some seasons usually, like if you check the back of the ingredients, they have like 10, 20, 30 things inside them. Avoid those. If you're going to have seasonings, have the ones that are like mixed herbs or salt, black pepper, Cajun, cayenne. Like eat things that are just the specific one ingredient that has been put into powder form, as opposed to just eating like Maggi, which has like 20 things on the back of it. Like it has it has all these other ingredients in it. That's just like, and I'm black. Yes, I'm black, and I grew up on Maggi, calm. But if you actually do your research on all the things that are in Maggi, there's some ingredients that are inside it that are actually harmful for you. But you would probably never know this because you don't care. You just like the taste of your food and just let me to enjoy myself. If you're not African, then you probably don't know what Maggi is. But you're probably Polish, you know, wherever you're from, Poland, Portugal, Romania, East Africa, Africa, America, Spain, wherever you're from in the world. I probably haven't mentioned your country because I'm not gonna literally sit here and like state every country, but wherever you're from, wherever you're from in the world, like you're not just like you. I mean, some people have immaculate food. Some countries literally eat health. Some people, individuals, eat very healthy, and their country actually like provides them with a lot of healthy foods. So like, touche to you if you're eating very healthy and like you're eating a lot of vegetables and fruits and, you know, proteins throughout the day. Fantastic. But like, for the people that are eating a lot of processed junk food, or just ordering takeaway all the time, or going to eat chicken and chips and fish and chips and this and chips and that and chips, like, guys, start making your own food. Enjoy making your own food. If there's no time to do that, replace the junk food with healthier foods. That's as simple as I can put it, because, you know, a lot of people these days, they'll say, oh, but work, I have to buy something to eat, and I'm not just gonna eat the same thing every day. So, you know, they're gonna go KFC, or they're gonna go. I understand. I've worked security 12, 13, 14-hour shifts. I know how it is, guys. I know how difficult it is to eat healthy, especially when you're working like 12-hour shifts every single day. Like, I've done these jobs where like it's literally impossible to like, and I've been someone that's never packed lunch for work. I've never been the type of person to do that. So I know how it is, but there are ways. Like, if you live in London, literally there's a Tesco that has, I always forget the name of this thing because I haven't had it in such a while. Something, it's like a, it's a vegetarian option, but it has something like sweet inside it, and it's just so good, I'm not gonna lie. But like, usually if I'm working, I just get like that vegetarian. There's two vegetarian stuff. I just don't know the name of it. I can't remember. I think it has something. Gosh, I can't remember. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But like, there's two like of my favorite vegetarian options, and there's one with like pesto or something in it, and then the other one's like, it's sweet and it has something inside it. And those are like two of my favorites. I'd highly recommend that. But guys, there's other things there as well. Like, literally, you don't have to sacrifice your health all the time just because you're working in a job. Like, that's so stupid. So you're literally working in a job to pay your bills, and during that job, you're ruining your health. What do you think's gonna happen in 5 to 10 years? Guys, like, put 1 plus 1 together. If it means you need to leave this job to like improve your health, then do that. But obviously, I'm not telling you to come sleep with me. So I think stay in that job until you can find something better to do with your life that can actually make you more money and also improve your health. Like, I'm not like, I don't have space here. I don't have space for anyone to come move in with me. Like, it's just me. So guys, go, you have to fend for yourselves. Like, I can't allow you to come move in with me with your 5 kids. And please, guys, like, chill out. So I literally just I can't believe that like there's so many things out there that people don't know actually possess cancer in them, and they continue to eat it, and it literally has carcinogens and things that are like causing you cancer, and you're still eating it, and you tell yourself, oh well, I don't care, it tastes nice. Like, you're literally programming your subconscious mind to believe that like your health doesn't matter. Like, it's actually it baffles me that people out there, or maybe I'm just a health freak, I don't know, but it baffles me that people are out there that genuinely don't care about their health and fitness. So I just realized that my mic was off the whole time, but luckily I didn't connect the USB port into the actual phone, so the audio was fine. Okay, so where did we leave off? So seasonings. So use organic or natural herbs and spices. Reduce the rapeseed oils, even if it means trying olive oil or avocado oil. and even butter, but obviously the real organic butter. Also, you should read the ingredients of the back of every single thing that you eat or consume. Download the app called Yuka, Yuka, and scan everything and check if it has anything harmful in it. If it does, usually it will give you a rating. If it's like low or like in the red, just avoid using that thing, because it usually has carcinogens that can cause you cancer or like affect your skin, or just do things to your body that you probably wouldn't want your body to experience. So I want you to write down this list of things that I'm about to mention, if you have a chance to. And firstly, it's proteins. So chicken, beef, eggs, fish, tofu, tuna, and salmon. Carbs, potatoes, brown rice, quinoa, and whole grain pasta. Healthy fats, kefir, full fat Greek yogurt, avocados, nuts, such as almonds, pecans, walnuts, peanuts, unsalted if possible, olive oil, avocado oil, and fatty fish. So these are just a few things that I've written down that are, consist of what you could have, that are proteins, carbs, and healthy fats. Obviously, if you're going to eat fruits, oranges, strawberries, you name it, kiwi. What I like to eat from my fruits are usually, I blend like kale, apple, mango, and then I put in like one banana and I just blend it with some Greek yogurt, and then that's just my fruit, like that's my green fruit. And then if I'm making like a red fruit, I would just make strawberries and a banana. Sometimes add in some raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and then just add in a banana, put in some honey, water, Greek yogurt, blend it up, boom, that's my smoothie. And then that's my vitamin C. I also do take vitamin C tablets, but you guys don't really need to know about that, because I'm not encouraging you guys to take supplements. You can get literally every single thing from your diet in supplement form. Everything in your diet, literally everything in your diet could just literally be all the supplements that you need anyway. So like vitamin C, all the minerals that are in your body can be taken from foods that you eat. There are a few things that are, that don't consist of these things. I'm not going to mention them primarily just because, supplements have such a bad rep. But so essentially you want to eat every 3 to 5 hours to avoid binge eating, and try to do intermittent fasting, where you skip eating straight away in the morning and instead have breakfast at 12 to 1 p.m. You can also, hydration is very important. So drink 2 to 3 liters of water. Usually what people say is drink half your body weight in ounces of water. Focus on consistency, not short-term fixes, and replace one thing at a time. Become comfortable and build discipline, then move on to the next thing. So essentially, yes, in the beginning stages, like I told you with the belief system, it's not going to be easy to keep reminding yourself to be positive, to keep reminding yourself that you can achieve this desired body that you want, this six-pack, etc., etc. But once it becomes easy for you, or once you believe, or once you have that emotional conviction, then you can move on to the next thing. So obviously in the path of, going to the gym or improving your diet, if, let's say, for example, you're used to eating cereal every morning, change your breakfast to just eating eggs every morning, and eventually start adding an avocado and increasing the amount of eggs you have every morning. And then that will become a habit. You can keep eating your normal, whatever you eat for lunch and dinner, but just change your breakfast. Just focus primarily on your breakfast. Then you can add in a smoothie. Once you get comfortable eating the eggs, eating the avocado, eating the smoothie, then you can add like mushrooms or beans. Once you get comfortable with changing your breakfast, then you've now built the discipline to actually like have this as a comfortability of this is a discipline, this is you now, this is part of you now, then you can move on to your lunch. Then you can start implementing things to improve your lunch. So just take this into account. Discipline is only built when you are comfortable at doing the thing that you was trying to attain. Discipline is essentially doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. But you only build discipline when you've done the action consistently enough that it's normal for you. It's like it's normal for you to brush your teeth. Or even it's so normal that like literally it's as normal as you subconsciously breathing. It's as normal as you subconsciously blinking. That's how normal you should get things like that you want to desire to achieve. It should literally be so integrated in you that like literally the same way you're breathing, that's the same way you're thinking positive thoughts. The same way you're breathing, that's the same way you're implementing positive introducing, sorry, my mouth is so dry and like my mouth is so dry and like I'm just trying to like remember what I'm trying to say, but like I'm like trying to pause on that. I'm trying to swallow like my spit. I probably should take a water break. No, I'm not taking any breaks today. You guys will understand what I'm trying to say. Not you guys. Just see me as a friend. Like I'm just a friend trying to help out, and I'm just synthesizing all the information that I've gathered throughout the last 10 years in my fitness journey. And that's literally just me sharing this information with you now today. Make a smoothie every day possible. So obviously I mentioned I make a strawberry, banana, yogurt, and organic honey. I actually forgot to mention that I add collagen peptides inside of it to improve my skin. Every day I can, obviously, not every single day. Every day I can to make a smoothie, I make that smoothie. And it's really made or had a great toll in my life because, you know, I used to smoke a lot of weed and now I've stopped. So, you know, taking these smoothies, especially the ones that are strawberries, actually they contain a lot of anti-inflammatory properties that actually like, you know, repair the cells around my lungs and my heart and stuff like that, my blood cells. So it's just really good for you. Obviously, if you want to like be extreme, you can take like ginger. If you struggle with this, ginger, honey, and lemon. There's other things you can take as well. But try to introduce smoothies into your health regime, and I think that will be a massive improvement, especially if you have a sweet tooth for things like, you know, fizzy drinks, fruit juices, just anything that's like super sweet, that's in liquid form that you like to drink. Then just replace that with like a smoothie and use honey instead. Especially if you drink tea a lot, instead of using sugar, like white sugar or brown sugar, just use honey instead. If you're rich or you have a lot of money or you believe that you want to keep investing in yourself, use Manuka honey, probably the best honey you'll find. Manuka, organic Manuka honey. And obviously the higher the price, the better the quality. These days they literally, you know, there's always a problem or an implication with everything. So it's just about achieving as close as possible to, you know, as healthy as possible. Because these days, like, there's always a problem with something. Like, I can say, oh yeah, eat chickens, and then other people say, oh, but chickens, like, there's always a negative to everything. You can only do as much positive as you can to improve your health. But like, at the end of the day, there's just so many negative aspects of so many things, especially in the health industry. So I can't really like advocate for so many things, but just eat as healthy as possible and replace the things that are like actually extremely harmful for your health, and just replace them with the things that are like mildly harmful or like not harmful at all, but maybe just a tiny bit harmful. Like literally, if you drink too much water, you'll suffocate. So it's just a thing where like you've got to just balance things out and like use the 80-20 method rule. I think that will really truly help you a lot. So step 2, moving on from step 1 is an action plan. And I think this is going to be like super quick. There's only one more step, and that's the last step. But I'll be super quick now, and I'm just gonna like run through it. I think these steps are very important, so don't skip through this. I'm gonna be as fluid as possible, as liquid as water as possible. Pause. I don't know, that just sounds crazy. Complete beginners should aim for just showing up to the gym and testing different workouts in the gym, especially improving their form. So if you're a complete beginner and you've never been to the gym, or you have been to the gym before, but you just never was able to be successful in being consistent, then I think it's very important that you just get used to being consistent by just showing up. Literally just go to the gym, stand there, look at the gym, look at different weights, do 5 minutes of cardio, do 2 to 3 sets of 2 different weights, and leave the gym. Go home. If you have like a sauna and like other things there, then obviously use those, but just go home and let that just be your first day. The next day you go back in, you do 5 minutes of cardio again, you test 2 to 3 different workouts, doing 3 sets, 10 reps, go home again. What you're trying to do is build the consistency of just being present in the gym. And I'm saying like just do 2 to 3 workouts, just do 5 minutes of cardio. Knowing our bodies, our flesh, when we're in the gym, when we're present in the gym, we're more likely to stay and just, actually want to push ourselves. When you actually get there, you'll be like, might as well just do a full workout. Don't overdo it if you're a beginner, because you want to build consistency. You don't want to go through an overload where now, like literally for a week, you can't go gym because you have a pain in your lower back, or you did something wrong and now you're injured. Like, your aim is not to get injured. Your aim is to develop a consistent habit in which you can build discipline by going to the gym. All the other things like improving form, all these other things will come later on, but what you essentially need to build is the habit. You need to form a habit of discipline by going to the gym consistently 3 to 5 times a week. Always remember to leave like a rest day after 2-3 days of going to the gym. Maybe after 2 days, always leave a rest day of intense workout. And this is just to help your bones, your body. Never work on the same muscle group as well. If you've worked on chest and biceps yesterday, then tomorrow you should work on legs, or like your abs, or maybe your triceps or your back. Like, just work on different things on alternate days. And then if, let's say, you've done upper body and you've done legs so Monday you've done upper body, Tuesday, I actually gave a detailed description in my previous video of what to do for workout, kind of detailed, but let's just say you're doing push on Monday, pull on Tuesday, and legs on Wednesday. Then obviously on Thursday you should take a rest day. And the only reason I would actually recommend it like this is because obviously you're working on different muscle groups, and then on the 3rd day or on the 4th day you can rest all those muscle groups and then come back to it feeling fresh again on Friday, going back to that same muscle group, increasing the intensity. This is more for advanced people. If you're a beginner, just focus on literally the beginning steps, just showing up to the gym. Just show up to the gym. If you're a complete beginner in the gym, show up to the gym. And eventually you can start doing research on what you want to build and correcting your form, etc., etc. But your primary goal is to show up to the gym. Now, I 100% guarantee if you follow the first 2 steps, so, step 0, which is your mind, and step 2, your health, creme de la creme. Like, literally, everything else will literally fall into place like a puzzle piece, or like puzzle pieces in a puzzle. And, you could literally just do the bare minimum and you'll still see change. If you work on your mind and you work on your health, like your diet, guys, the world is your oyster. Everything will fall into place. Obviously, you still need to put in action to achieve your goal. But I truly do believe that I can 100% guarantee you all your time back. I can't refund time, unfortunately, but I can 100% guarantee you that if you can, and my bad for pointing, but if you can actually put in the action or not necessarily action, but put in the thoughts, put in the mental belief, working on your mind, improving your mind, and then following through with improving your health, like your diet, etc. If you can focus on these two things, then step 3, taking the action, will be so simple for you. It won't be difficult at all, because your mind is the most important part of your body. Like your mind is not physical reality. When you think, you're not thinking. It's not a physical thing. Your mind is connected to your spirit. And your spirit is basically, like, it's not, you can't see your spirit. A spirit is part of God. You can't see God. So, like, you know, when you actually deep it, we can only see, the eye can only see 0.035% of the world. So 99% of the world is the unseen. The only reason we see things is because light is refracting what we're seeing. Do you know how crazy that is? There's 99% of the world that we actually can't see, and that is the unseen world. So just think about that. Think about refraction, and think about, like, if you can't see things, why would you work? Why would you put in 99% of your time into action when we can't even see the physical reality? Why would you work on the physical when you can't see the physical? That's why I always say focus on more your mental, because your mental is literally the 99% that you can actually focus on. I don't know if that will make sense to you. You probably need to read some books. A book I would recommend is Frederick E. Dodson, Parallel Universes of Self, and that is a phenomenal book. Give yourself breaks 2 to 3 times a week and train every other day. So obviously I mentioned this to you already. The more advanced should focus on progressive overload and consistency. So of course I mentioned consistency to you already. Progressive overload is essentially, if you go to the gym yesterday and you worked on a 5 kg, the next week after that, you should work on 10 kg. So there should be a progressive overload in the weight or the cardio that you're doing. If you're doing 10 minutes of cardio today, next week you should be doing 11 minutes of cardio. So consistency is essentially making sure that you continue, so you can track or you can see results in that same thing that you're working on. The minute you start doing a different workout, you've broken that consistency, and you've also broken the progressive overload. So that's why it's very important to be consistent. Very simple stuff, guys. Very simple stuff. Focus on what's in front of you now and move along step by step. For example, put your gym shoes on, check bus times, leave house, go down the stairs, etc. Before you know it, you'll be more than motivated. So essentially, all I mean by this is, don't focus on being in the gym when you're at home or you're in your bed. Don't focus on, oh, how difficult the workout will be. If you're literally like 100 steps before the actual thing, like before actually lifting that weight. If you're in your bed and you've just woken up and you know you need to go to the gym, focus on getting up from your bed. Like, focus on doing the next step after that. Focus on unraveling the bed sheet. That's the first step. That should be your main focus should be unraveling your bed sheet. Your next focus should be getting up. Your next focus should be doing your bed sheets. Your next focus should be going to, your toilet, or like drinking water. Your next step should be having a cold shower. Your next step should be brushing your teeth and doing like your mouth hygiene, whatever. Then your next step should be going to your bedroom, putting on the socks, putting on, obviously cream yourself. Cream yourself and your body, put on your deodorant. Your next step should be putting your socks on, putting your I've probably missed steps, but like, you get what I mean. Like, everything should be progressive, but you shouldn't focus on the last step, because then that makes it difficult for you to attain it. If you just focus step by step and you just walk along the way with those steps, it makes it so much easier. Before you know it, you're already walking, you're halfway there to the gym, you're in the gym, you're working out, you finished your exercise, you're on the next exercise. It's literally like, life is so simple. We just make things hard for ourselves. We think about the wrong things at the wrong times. Yes, we want to be motivated to be in the gym, but if you're worrying about being in the gym, or you're thinking, oh, this is too long, this is too... If you're planting those seeds and you haven't even got out of your bed yet, and you're already planting seeds of tiredness, you go on your phone, you start scrolling, before you know it, you've lost so many brain points, you start responding to people. Now you're tired, you're literally tired, and you just woke up. Focus on a goal and stick to it. A plan and okay, sorry guys, I misread that. Focus on a goal, stick to a plan, and stay consistent. Make sure you are progressing every time you go to the gym. So obviously I mentioned this progressive overload. For example, 100 kg deadlift this week, then 110 kg deadlift the next week. So obviously I mentioned that already. So guys, step 3. I'm just going like really fast here because I value your time, and I think I really wanted to get on this step. And I mentioned something about incentivizing. So this is step 3. What's weird is that while I was writing these notes down, I didn't actually thoroughly think about incentives. And I wrote here, reward yourself when you achieve your goals or hit a milestone. For example, treat yourself to a meal at your favorite restaurant. Now that's actually a very good incentive that I wrote down. But what a lot of people would think by incentivizing themselves would be, you know, going out with their friends to party, going to do degenerate stuff. It just depends on the individual. Some people like to smoke weed when they want to reward themselves. Some people but these are like bad things. What you need to do is change your mind from believing that the reward is what you do after the reward. So the reward should be going to the gym. The reward should be going on a run. The reward should be eating healthy. But we tend to think that, oh, after we do this thing that we don't like doing, we should reward ourselves. If you can change your mindset from the reward being the hard work, the reward being the thing that we don't want to do, the reward being going to the gym, doing cardio, the reward being eating healthy, meal prepping, these should be the rewards of our lives. The reward being meditation. This should be the reward. The reward shouldn't be like eating chocolate or like drinking a fizzy drink or smoking a cigarette. Like this shouldn't be a reward. Like like ruining your health shouldn't be a reward. That's counterproductive. The reward should be the positive thing. Also sharing your progress with your friends, and this will actually improve your growth as you become more knowledgeable in the area you have mastered, even if it seems small. So once you start to get an idea, or you've built the discipline of going to the gym, you're starting to see results in the gym, you start taking pictures, you're looking better, you know, you're actually seeing the beliefs that you were having, or the visualization that you was having of these things that you wanted to attain, then you can start sharing it with your friends and teaching them how you built this discipline. The more you do this, the more you teach, the more you learn, and the more you become stronger in the foundational knowledge that you've already learned. So guys, like I said, if you want coaching, hit me up on Instagram. I will just DM me, just say coach, literally on Instagram. My Instagram is Khadar, literally the same name as my YouTube. I truly do believe that this video will be the only video you will ever need to watch on how, I don't even know what the video name is. Fast track your fitness, no bullshit guide. This will be the only video you will ever need to watch on your health and fitness. If you truly like this video, you literally don't need to do anything but drop a comment of the notes that you've learned or something you've learned that is valuable, and that will mean a lot to me. That's literally all. You don't need to subscribe. If you feel like you want to subscribe, that's so be it. If you feel like you need to like the video, so be it. But just drop a comment of something that resonated with you the most. If you want to watch this video again, you can. It's been your boy Khadar. I love you guys all. I literally have nothing else to say, so I'm out.